Did they come back today after the game? And I know you guys worked inside, so that's always a nice bonus for them.
Well, they had pretty good energy, concentrating on the little things. A lot of guys are getting better. A lot of guys got to come along. Young guys, I think, learned a lot from the film. So we're looking forward to them getting better this week.
Ball didn't hit the ground too much today, Don. You got to be happy with that, in a certain sense.
I'm happy it didn't hit the ground from a turnover standpoint, interception-wise. Got punched out twice from a fumble standpoint. Not happy with that, but I thought they had good energy for the most part.
A couple guys held out, Sebastian Dennis, Jose Ramirez, Yaya Diaby. Just update on their health status?
Just sore. Those guys will be fine. There's no sense. They played most of the game. Just coming back after that, they got days off.
Rashad pulled up at the end there. Any concern that you know of with that?
Not at this time. Probably scared him more than anything else, but he should be fine.
Coach Kate, Warner's dad was here, his folks, Kurt Warner. You got to chat with him a little bit about his impact and what does he think of his kid?
Any dad is going to think the world of their kid. Now, we didn't even talk about Cade. Me and Kurt are pretty good friends, so we just shot the breeze and talked about the weather. Kurt's a professional. He understands that. I understand any father to be proud of their kid and think the world of them, and they should.
A lot of would-be sacks if there were live periods out there today. You were dialing up the blitzing. What did you see from those guys getting after the quarterback today?
I got to look at the film because I saw a lot of balls completed down the field in certain ones, and to see what could have been sacks. It's more about assignment football right now. I know we can rush when we decide to rush. It's about doing the right things. I thought we let the ball out in the game twice in critical situations. One was 3rd and long, and they got a first down. So we got to worry about our rush lanes more than just our rush. So we got to concentrate on that. But I'll look at the film and see.
A lot of deep balls today, from Kyle and Baker to definitely Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Do you think that they're getting more comfortable stretching the ball down the field as camp's going on?
Some of the plays are dialed up that way. The opportunity for us to work on some of the things. I thought they got the ball down the field pretty good.
What have you seen from Anthony Nelson getting after the quarterback at this training camp? Just where his fit is with stepping up in the outside linebacker room.
Nelson's been very consistent. He's not the fastest and he doesn't look the strongest, and he has kind of a baby face, but he's been steady since he's been here. He's very strong at the point. He's a very good technician getting after the passer, not to say more or less the speed guys or the power guys. He can do a little of both. He's very deceptive that way. We use him quite a bit. We consider him a 1A, 1B type of starter, even if he's not starting. So he's reliable. He knows what he's doing all the time, and he's always solid. You don't hear about him enough because he's always in the right place.
You're not a guy that gets carried away at training camp very often, Scott, but Trey Palmer keeps making plays. Are you starting to think in your heart that this kid can really contribute as a rookie, make an immediate impact?
Well, the biggest thing was he flashed in the game. You can flash in practice because it's kind of, you can't touch most of the guys and they're running free most of the time. But he flashed in the game, and he flashed more, not just offense, but special teams as well. So that gave me a lot of confidence and a look at him more, and he's a guy that's very noticeable right now.
Wide receiver, Cephas Johnson. What did you see out of him that intrigued you guys to bring him in here in camp?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Wide receiver, Cephas Johnson. What did you see from him that intrigued you guys to bring him into camp?
He had a great workout. He had very good size. He has very good speed and very good hands. We thought we needed an extra body at that position, and the length on him is very intriguing to work with, and his workout was good enough to where we thought we can do some things with him.
The draft was a long time ago. Were you surprised a guy like Palmer, who runs well, set a record in Nebraska, came from LSU, did somebody like that last as long as he did in the draft?
It's hard because it's a lot of guys that don't go undrafted or get drafted late that are very good football players. So you'd be surprised how many don't get drafted that can play, and how many get drafted in 5th, 6th, 7th round that really play ball very well. So I'm not surprised, and 4-3 is like the norm these days. So it seems anyway. So he got overlooked, and I'm glad we got him.
How much are you looking forward to the joint practice?
I am, because it's a different scheme. It's a different scheme. They're a good football team. We feel like we have a good football team, so we get to look out for different blocks on both sides of the ball. We get to go against different receivers and different schemes, so that's always good to test your rules on.
Did you see
They don't film these, so you can run your stuff. Is that what you?
I mean, they don't go league wide. You know, we film and they film, but they're not going to be spread out. And yes, it's not like that.
Back in practice, he's okay.
He's getting there. We're getting him ready. He can tolerate some things, and we'll see how he progresses during the week.
And then obligatory Ryan Jensen update question.
None to report at this time. Thanks. Can you get Nelson to go inside next?